But I just feel like guys are more picky than girls. So I see how they are. Like, they're way more pickier than us girls. Like, siento como que ellos son más materialistic. Pero ellos tienen que ser like a brand. Helen Ochoa, she reached out to me and I sent her some clothing that she modeled by Chiquis Rivera. I don't show myself, but there is a lot behind closed doors. Like, it's hard being a business owner. People think that just because you have a business, you have money. Us Latinos, we can't tell our parents we have depression. Que aunque uno sea mamá y uno esté ocupado siempre, like, uno también tiene que seguir sus sueños.
Aunque uno sea mujer, no significa que tienes que estar en la casa todo el tiempo, cuidando tu casa hasta que llegue el marido.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Desde hace rato lo vengo notando, qué hermosa estás. Y yo quisiera invitarte a una copa, tal vez bailar.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another podcast of el Punto MN. Primero que todo, les queremos dar las gracias por otra vez estar en otro episodio con nosotros. No se olviden de hacer un follow aquí en YouTube, en Instagram como el Punto MN, en Facebook como el Punto MN. Y claro, también me pueden seguir a mí como Liz Jordan 25 en Instagram, en TikTok y en Facebook también como Liz Jordan. Y bueno, hoy tenemos una invitada especial. Voy a dejar que ella pues nos diga un poquito de quién es antes de empezar con este episodio.
Hi, mi nombre es Yesenia Salgado. Yo soy dueña de Jubella Clothing Co. Como muchos los conocen, nos pueden seguir en Instagram y Facebook como Jubella Clothing y nuestro website es jubellaclothing.com.
Well, ahí ya la tienen a nuestra chica, se llama Yesenia Salgado y pues ella es la dueña de Jubella, Jubella Clothing.
Clothing Co.
Okay.
Sí,
bueno, Jubella es una boutique que también la tienes en línea, ¿verdad?
Sí, en línea.
Okay, platícanos un poquito, ¿hace cuánto que empezó esto de Jubella Clothing?
Pues ya tengo 5 años con Jubella Clothing Co. Antes de Jubella tenía otra boutique que se llamaba Aubrey's Boutique. Estaba ahí en West St. Paul. Era una tienda física que tenía brick and mortar. Pero yo empecé porque I was a stay-at-home mom. Y yo siempre me gustado, no me gusta nomás ver que mi esposo trabaja. I want to also contribute into the household. Y yo decía, pues, I can't be working y dejando a mis niños en daycare. Like, I need to do algo que pueda estar con ellos. Y pues yo desde chiquita, I've always liked fashion. Like, you won't see me así, like a fashionista vestida, pero a mí siempre me ha gustado, decía que yo iba a ser una fashion designer. Y I would make ropita para mis dolls and all that stuff. So that's kind of how I started getting like ideas of what to do. I would see boutiques on Instagram and I'm like, oh, this sounds like a good idea. So empecé a vender bufandas and like hats. Y ya empecé a conocer a muchas muchachas y empecé a traer like accessories and stuff like that. Y ya las muchachas me decían like, you should bring jeans, you should bring shirts. Y yo pues, like, I was like, okay. Y empecé a traer like affordable jeans, like $15 jeans, stuff like that. Y ya cuando miré que it was going good, I was like, wow, like, I think I need to do something, you know? Mm-hmm. Y abrí mi brick and mortar que se llama Aubrey's Boutique because of my daughter. I had it for about a year, but then I felt it didn't work out for me because I like I said, I had 2 kids at that time. I was like, it's better online. People can go pick it up at my house. Like, I had my basement. That's where I had started the beginning. So I was like, I'll just do it through here. And then, yeah, like it's still going. Gracias a Dios. I changed the name. I rebranded to Jubella Clothing.
And that was about 6 years ago?
5 years ago when I rebranded. Yes.
Okay.
5 years ago.
So when do you say that this idea like started? When you were a kid or when you were like, okay, vamos a vender bufandas, vamos a vender esto?
Pues yo de chiquita decía que yo quería ser fashion designer.
Sí.
Like I would make ropa para mis muñecas. So that's something que siempre me ha llamado la atención. Y like mi grandma un día for Christmas me regaló una sewing machine so I can like do it for my dolls. Uh-huh. And like since it was something que me interesaba a mí, fashion, I was like, well, I'm gonna start, like, empecé de chiquito para ver cómo me iba. Y ya dije, okay, like, I'm gonna start putting in clothes, you know? Y that's how it kind of started, like, since I was little, so.
¿Cómo en qué año entonces crees más o menos todo esto de tu negocio empezó?
Mi negocio empezó en el 2017.
Wow,
2017.
ya tiene tiempo, entonces.
Yeah.
Que como unos...
Ya,
6 años.
6 años.
Ajá.
Sí.
Mira, y el tiempo se va de volada.
Super fast.
Entonces, cuando tú decidiste ya no tener una, like, storefront, fue más por, obvio, tu familia, querías dedicar más tiempo para ellos.
Quería dedicar más tiempo para mis hijos. Like, es que es difícil cuando abres una brick and mortar at the beginning porque nadie va a manejar tu negocio como tú. Nadie va a cuidar tu negocio como tú. So, yo quería estar ahí at the same time y quería tener a mis hijos ahí, but I'm like, I need to be present more for them, which online gives me that opportunity de tenerlos conmigo. Like, puedo estar en la casa haciendo de comer mientras me entran órdenes y ya cuando ellos se duermen, voy a la oficina y I fulfill them, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's more convenient for me to do it online than a brick and mortar. Por eso es que mejor cerré mi brick and mortar and I just did it online.
And what are the pros and the cons of that? Of like... having it like physically, you know, like an actual store.
There's a lot of pros. Like when you have time for it, I feel like it's good. You know, when you have time to dedicate just to your business is bueno. You know, versus online cuando tienes hijos y tienes una familia, like it's better porque también como in person you can have the clothes there, people can go try it. Versus online, you can't do that. Pero por eso también I have my model for us. And I take video of her, like, in the clothing y todo eso para que la gente mire the material. Versus, like, and I also have my office. So, si cuando ellos quieren ir o ellas quieran ir a medirse una ropa, pueden ir allá a mi oficina y ahí se la pueden medir. O también look through the inventory that I have, which I also give that option.
So it's a pretty flexible.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. And you said you have a model, right?
Yes, Liz.
So Liz is your model.
Yes.
And is she the only model that you have, or do you have more models?
Yes, right now she's my only model.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been working together ya va para 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's awesome. Yeah, I love her.
Y
she's
por
so
ejemplo, tú también sales en tus fotos, en tus redes sociales, o no... O la gente no sabe mucho.
No sabe mucho de mí. Like, apenas estoy saliendo más. Es que yo siempre he sido muy, like, body conscious. Like, since I was little, I've never been skinny. Siempre he estado, like, del que dirán, you know? And, like, now I'm more confident in myself. Like, I'm working more on myself. So I want to be shown out there. Yo sé que ha de decir la gente, ay, vende esta ropa y no, ella no se viste así. Pero it's because, like, I bring clothes for everybody. It's not just for a specific body type, you know? Like, yo para que le quede a todas. I'm diverse, so...
Well, that's awesome, you know, that you think about everyone.
Yes.
O sea, entonces, ¿puede decir que tu clientela, o sea, no tienes un específico cliente? O sea,
no.
Es de all ages?
All ages, de todo. Yeah.
Okay.
No soy specific, like... para nomás nightclubs. Like, I have that variety for work. I have the variety, like, comfy wear for moms. I have, like, jeans, pegados, loose jeans, like, mom jeans, como les decimos. Yeah. So I have a variety of stuff.
Y, bueno, ahorita hablando un poquito más del tema de cuando dices that you were, like, self-conscious. Ahora que sales un poquito más en las redes sociales, que ya la gente, pues, conoce un poquito más de ti. Dinos, ¿qué fue lo que te motivó a hacer eso? ¿Qué fue lo que cambió en ti que dijiste, no, ahora es mi momento? O sea, yo también, obvio es tu marca, ¿verdad?
Yes. Like, what has been motivating me more is watching you and Valeria on Instagram como enseñan su brand.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm like, I need to start doing that porque it's my brand. I work hard for it. Like, there's days that I went to sleep crying because it was so hard or stuff like that. Like, I need to show people who I really am. Versus I'm skinny or not. Like, I mean, I'm not perfect, you know? So, I mean, I give props to you and Valeria for...
Oh, girl.
Yes.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Eso no me lo esperaba, de
no,
verdad.
yeah. I see you a lot. And I know, like, I'm busy and stuff. Y no te lo digo mucho, but I do see the effort you put in all that. And... Sí, y así es como yo me he estado dando ganas de hacer más reels, de presentarme más yo, tomarme like, ¿cómo se llaman los headshots for my business? Because I have 2 businesses, so I want to start promoting more myself out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, I think a lot of us went through that, where we probably didn't feel as confident, or como dices tú, a lo mejor, el qué dirán, or do I really want to put my face out there?
Yeah.
I can tell you that I was in that spot for a very long time. For me, it was more like, what if I don't look like Instagram picture enough?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the best advice that I got as I started becoming more and more busy in my business was that people wanted to see who was behind that page. People wanted to have a connection, and they wanted to trust whoever they were trying to have a conversation with, that it was a real person.
Exactly.
So I think that when that finally clicked in my head, ahí fue cuando dije, okay, pues creo que como que ahora me tengo que mostrar para que la gente tenga un poquito de confianza.
Yes.
Obvio, para que me compre, ¿verdad? Que me compre ya sea una cita, mis clases. Así que yo creo que es lo mismo, ¿no?
Yeah.
Como contigo, de que pues así ellos pueden tener un poquito más de confianza.
Yes,
Sí.
because obviously cuando uno está buying online y te dice you can pick up, you're like, is it trusty or is it not trustworthy,
Sí.
And I know a lot of people, I've met a lot of people throughout my business, and my dad has told me because my dad shares my stuff on his Facebook, y una vez le dijeron, that Jubella page, and my dad's like, yeah, that's my daughter's brand, and they're like, no way, my cousin or my wife buys from there. I didn't know it was your daughter, and that's why another thing too. I'm I should start showing myself out there so people know who I am. So yeah.
Y pues, como dices, tu modelo ya llevas 2 años con ella.
2 años con ella.
Entonces, bueno, yo te voy a decir, yo cuando primero empecé a ver tu marca, yo pensé que tu modelo era tu...
La dueña.
Ajá.
Sí.
¿Me entiendes? Yo a veces la miraba y digo, ahí va la chica que...
De la tienda, ya. Sí,
¿también eso te dice?
Eso le pasa a mi model cuando anda en los nightclubs. She'll be, dice que está ahí, le gritan, Jubella, is that you, Jubella? And she's like, wait, no, it's not mine, it's my friend's brand. But I give props to her because she's always mentioning me too. So yeah.
Entonces, Jubella, ya sabemos que tiene un nombre.
Tiene un nombre, Yesenia.
Sí.
Yeah.
Mira.
Pero behind it, it's my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, my kids. Los nombres de mis niños. Mi primer niño se llama Julián. Y luego mi niña se llama Aubrey Isabella. Pero como ya tenía la otra boutique que se llamaba Aubrey, I was like, tengo que hacer algo que sea para los dos. Porque pues nomás tenía a ellos dos en ese entonces. Y ya una tía me dijo, Ju for Julian, Bella para Isabella. And I was like, that's so true. That's perfect. Y luego me embaracé a year after y que tuve otro boy, and I was like, and I told my husband, I was like, he has to have a J name. I'm like, because it has to stay in Jubella. I was like, it has to stay in Jubella. So we named him Jaden, pero it starts with a J. So
it represents all of your kids.
All of my kids.
So you could say that your brand, obviously, tu motivación, o sea, en eso de tu nombre, son tus hijos.
Mis hijos. Yeah, and they're the ones that push me actually. They're always like, Mom, your store, or my daughter when we started getting promoted at M, she was so happy. She was crying almost, and they show me that they're proud of me, and that makes me really happy because at school when they ask them what do your parents do, and they're like, my mom owns a boutique, or my mom sells clothes, or stuff like that. And it makes me feel good,
Yeah.
Because they're experiencing it and they're learning for when they're older how being an entrepreneur works.
Mira, entonces ellos ya desde ahorita están
sí,
viendo.
Desde ahorita. Mi niña, pues, ¿te acuerdas that the lipsticks? Empezó a hacer lipsticks, a vender los lip glosses.
Sí, that I got them. I still have them.
Sí.
They're good.
Yeah, and she started making them. Ella desde ahorita ya también ya está pensando que vender and stuff like that. And it makes me proud, Sí. My parents are like, es una mini Yesenia. Yeah, she is.
Ya desde temprana edad.
Yeah.
¿Y dices que lo estás promocionando en el M?
Yes.
Okay. So,
yes.
Cuéntanos un poquito de eso. ¿Cómo fue eso?
Well, recently, about 2 months ago, el DJ se llama Guillermo. He reached out to me on Instagram, and I didn't really, because I get a lot of messages, so no le había contestado así fast, y ya lo leí, and he asked me for the opportunity if I wanted to be promoted there, that I would be the only brand. And I thought it was interesting, pero como que me daba miedo. I'm just no miedo, sino nervous, And my daughter was like, Mom, do it, Mom, you gotta do it. And I was like, okay, ya le mandé el mensaje y me animé, and we started getting promoted about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, sí. Yeah, they have our logo with our website, y luego tienen like a video of Liz modeling some of our dresses.
Mira.
Yeah.
Entonces, eso te está ayudando a ti, imagino, en muchas formas, ¿no?
Sí. Sí.
O sea, obvio es en a nightclub.
Sí, in a nightclub, yeah.
So, todas las chicas de ahí han de ver y, I want that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm working on it, on doing more weekly videos, to promote, like, move the inventory. But yeah, this is a big step for me, getting promoted at a nightclub. It's my first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yes.
And for this person to reach out to you, I'm sure that he sees potential in you.
Yeah, and that made me feel really happy porque, like, usually son girls, you know, that are looking at it, pero para que un guy le haya llamado la atención la brand, like, that made me feel, like, good because it seems that I'm doing something good, you know, with my brand. So
do you ever plan to bring, like, any, no sé, ropa como de hombre? ¿Hay algo así como que tienes planeado en el futuro?
That's something que sí tengo planeado porque mi niño, Julián, he wants me to. I did bring, last year, I think it was, 2 years ago, traje como, like, shirts de hombres, t-shirts que decían como troqueando or tóxico or stuff like that. But I just feel like guys are more picky than girls with clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel un poquito de eso.
Sí, yo siento que son más picky porque cuando puse, like, the guy stuff, like, I have brothers, so I see how they are. Like, they're way more pickier than us girls. Like, siento como que ellos son más materialistic than us girls. Like, we see something we like, pero ellos tienen que ser, like, a brand or something. Well, no sé si todos, pero los que yo he conocido, sí.
Sí.
Like,
entonces, ¿puede ser que en el futuro otra vez?
Puede ser que en el futuro, sí. Yes. Es lo que estoy planeando. I'm just looking at trends right now. A ver qué sale, porque pues están cambiando cada rato. So... yeah, but yeah.
¿Y ropa de kids?
Not right now. That's not my plan. I'm just planning on sticking with adult clothes for now. I did try to bring the kids, but it wasn't my niche. Okay. So I just, like, kept it out mejor. But my niche is more for women right now.
For women.
Yeah.
Y dinos, ¿has tenido como, no sé, una experiencia con una clienta o algo que te ha ayudado a ti como crecer todavía más en tu negocio? ¿Ya sea una experiencia buena o una historia que pues te hizo crecer, o sea, de cierta forma?
Pues gracias a Dios, malas experiencias no he tenido. Sí he tenido buenas que Helen Ochoa, I don't know if you've heard of her.
Yeah.
She reached out to me and I sent her some clothing that she modeled by Chiquis Rivera. So that was a big thing for me. Like, it wasn't like así algo especial. It was for un show que hacían de cantar con los artistas, something like that. And that was a big hit for me too. When she modeled that set, that she put it on her Instagram and Chiquis Rivera put it on there, and I felt really good. I was like, wow, like,
yeah, that's a big accomplishment.
It is, yes.
So they reached out to you.
Helen Ochoa.
Okay.
Yes.
Usually, does that happen through, like, social media, through email? Or how does that work?
Through email.
Through email?
Through email.
Okay.
Yes. They like te dicen that they really like your brand and they like all your posts and stuff like that. Y así es como uno se empieza a conectar a tener más networking. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Girl, that's amazing.
Yes.
I'm like here, like, whoa, we're hyping.
Yeah. There's like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing que I don't show myself, but there is a lot behind closed doors. Like, it's hard being a business owner. It's really hard. Like, people think that just because you have a business, you have money, pero no es así.
Yeah, no.
No es así. Uno tiene, like, my business, yo no empecé con loans. You know, like, I don't have loans. Like, it's whatever I work, I reinvest it, and it's or for my family. And like I told you, I have 2 businesses right now. I have a flooring business as well. So it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you manage all of this? I mean, tú eres una mamá de 3 hijos.
Yes.
Eres casada, tienes tu casa, tu esposo, y luego todavía tienes Jubella y todavía tienes otro business.
Sí.
A ver, platícanos un poquito, ¿cómo le hace Yesenia para poder estar, o sea, al 100% en todo?
Eso todavía no lo sé, but it's hard. Like, me levanto en la mañana, llevo a mis niños a la escuela y ya yo y mi baby de 2 años andamos en el trabajo de los pisos todo el día hasta las 2. Voy tantito a la casa, limpio, voy por mis kids, I'm talking on the phone, making appointments, estimates. La verdad no sé. No sé cómo le hago, like, gracias a Dios, but I'm doing it, you know?
Sí.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Sí, porque hago tiempo for my flooring business, for my kids, for my Jubella. Like, at night, that's what I do. Lo que te estaba platicando, I schedule my content at night para que se ponga solo because I don't have time during the day.
Sí.
Pero I manage it. Like, my mom's like, no sé cómo le haces. I'm like, I don't either. I'm like, but I'm doing it.
Yeah. Pues bueno, tienes muchos motivos, ¿no?
Sí.
Para poder hacer todo lo que haces,
Sí.
que pues obvio son tus hijos. Son, o sea, unos motivos muy grandes.
Oh, yeah.
A ver, dinos, ¿hay alguna experiencia durante todo este tiempo que has tenido estos 2 businesses que dices tú, o sea, ya no supe cómo, o sea, salirme de esta situación o ya no supe cómo, o sea, seguir adelante? ¿No tienes alguna, no sé, una experiencia o algo que te haya pasado que pues te hizo todavía como crecer más, a madurar más o...
With Jubella, after I had my third one, mi tercer niño, pues tú me viste cuando estaba embarazada.
Sí.
Like, me dio de todo, me dio preeclampsia, me dio de todo. Me puse bien mala, and actually that was my best year de ventas. Y luego lo tuve a él, and I got really bad postpartum depression. It was really bad. Que dejé de manejar mi negocio, that I was just like literally giving up. I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I just felt like I don't know, me sentía feo, pero like I would cry because I was like, I work so hard for this. Like, everybody knows me, you know, like I can't just give up, you know. Y yo le decía a mi husband, y mi husband me decía, no, like, tú sigue echándole ganas, my parents también. But gracias a Dios, como te dije, like, I've been getting closer to God, and that's what me ha sacado adelante. It's made me stronger as a person, as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, and a business owner. Sin él, I don't know where I would be, girl. Honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, these are the things that people don't see. You know what I mean? Whenever they see a business, they don't know what goes sometimes behind doors or what happens, you know. For example, you were pregnant, I mean, in your best year of sales. But, I mean, people didn't know that you were going through this type of depression.
Yeah.
How long do you think it took you to get out of that? Or like, how long do you think it took you to be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to be depressed anymore. Like, I want to keep giving my all back to, obviously, your clients, your kids, your family, your businesses.
It was when my son was about to be 1, when I took action, and I was like, this isn't normal. Like, I called my OB and I told them right away how I was feeling, but they got me in. I started seeing a therapist. That helped me a lot. Pero, like, también I would push myself. Like, I wouldn't let people's comments. Como, us Latinos, we can't tell our parents we have depression. We can't tell our parents the way we feel porque they'll be like, oh, yo entonces estoy loca with 4 kids. Like, my mom would be like, pues, tú tienes 3, entonces yo con 4 ya estaba bien loca. Or they make comments like that that make you feel worse. And that's why I also, like, kept it to myself, because, like, in the Latino community, they don't believe in depression, or like our parents or ancestors. They never believed in that. And I felt like it was time to speak up. I told my mom, and like, gracias a Dios, they me apoyaron mucho. Like, for my husband, it was hard because like I told you, in Mexico, like, he grew up in Mexico, so they don't go based upon postpartum or anything. So for him, but then he started seeing me the way, like, it was bad. Y yeah, he like started taking action también, like helping me more with the kids, with the house. Eso me ayudó también mucho a salir de eso.
Wow, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, props to you, you know?
Thank you.
I mean, I see you like a superhero. You know, you are a super mom. Like, you're doing all this for your kids, for your business. And of course, you're here today too, you know? And you're showing yourself even more on, like, your social media, your business.
Yes.
So going back a little bit to, like, Jubella, do you plan to, like, open a store again? Is that something that you want to do in the future?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's something I do want to do. I'm just waiting for my toddler to go to school.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to start school, and I'm going to start because, like, a lot of people know me and they've asked me, you know, like, ¿por qué no abres otra tienda? And I feel like it would be a good time because ya tengo tiempo, my reputation has been out there for a while, so people will know me already. Like, oh, Jubella's going to be here. I'm going to go find something, you know? Y por eso también I offer de todo type of clothing because I want it to be like a one-stop shop. Like, que si van a buscar algo comfy, it's going to be there. Si van a buscar algo, un dress bonito, it's going to be there. Pants, anything, you know? Like, that's why, like, that's my goal to open.
And do you have, like, I don't know, an idea of where this store would be? Like, maybe a city?
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about that because, like, I want it to be a high traffic area.
Mm-hmm.
A high traffic area, maybe like downtown Minneapolis, downtown St. Paul, somewhere. Que got like colleges and stuff like that, que está high traffic. Pero también que esté close to like other people where they live, like us, Burnsville or St. Paul or stuff like that. So.
Do you think that most of your clients are Latinos or it's
yes.
like, oh yeah?
Yes.
Most of your clients are Latinos.
Yeah, and most of my customers, la mayoría son de California.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Pues mira, entonces a California.
Yeah, entonces that's what my husband says. He's like, let's move to California and me sacas de trabajar. And I'm like, no. I was like, no.
Do you have family in California?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm from California. I was born in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you go down there a lot too?
Yes.
Yeah.
We go every year. We go about 1 or 2 times a year in the summer. We take the kids and we go spend time with the family. Or remember when you watched my patches?
Oh, yeah. Que casi me da un heart attack.
I know. My husband's like, where are you going today? I was like, with Liz. He's like, who's Liz? I'm like,
la que
se le fue patches. He's like, oh, dile que todo no la perdono. I was like, be quiet.
Ay, no, ni me digan que ese día estábamos. Yeah, that was a hard day, right, babe?
Mi pobrecito Patches, and we were like, I was already posting it, y que me tocan the Ring doorbell, and they're like, we found your dog, and I called you, remember?
Yeah, oh my God, that was a hard time, but I am so glad that everything turned out just fine.
Yeah, I was like, should I bring him today?
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, pero me hizo una travesura, so mejor no.
Oh, yeah,
like, no.
Está castigado.
Yeah, está castigado.
Eye patches.
Hasta él lo promocionó. I'm like, he's my other child. He's he's like a baby too.
Yes, yeah. I agree. Have you thought of like doing anything for him? Like, I don't know, you know, like promote like no sé, un sweater, una ropita de perrito o algo?
Maybe like a dog mom type of sweater.
Yeah, that would be cute.
That. See, because I know a lot of girls, like my brother and his girlfriend, like they've been together forever, but they say that their only kids are their dogs.
Yeah.
So every time I see like a dog mom sweater, I'm like, I'm gonna get this for her, for Diana, like or something.
Yeah.
Or like I also have another friend who her and her boyfriend, they only have una perrita y también la tratan like a baby. And like I'm like, I should bring some because I know a lot of people who have puros perritos and no kids.
That includes us.
Yeah.
I know vas a ver al rato también, ¿no?
Yeah.
No, sí, esa es muy buena idea.
Yeah.
Bueno, a ver, y platícanos también un poquito más de lo que te gustaría como promocionar para tu negocio. ¿Qué es lo que también quieres que la gente pues sepa de, no sé, de una prenda, o sea, de algo que vas a sacar nuevo?
Este verano estoy working en una collection for bridesmaids and porque sé que hay muchas quinceañeras y bodas en este season. So ahorita estoy trabajando con una collection for dresses, like formal dresses. Unos van a ser elegantes y unos como los que traje, the cocktail ones, the pink and the black. Similares like that, y también van a ser maternity maternity approved, so they're gonna have good stretch for maternity pictures and stuff like that. So that's my main goal for this summer, to bring more formal stuff.
Wow, girl, that is gonna be big.
Yes. Yes.
Especially for this season, you know, I think weddings are, and I mean, a lot of quinceañeras too. This
Están
year.
saliendo muchas quinceañeras.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y es lo que mucha gente requested last year, muchas girls, for like formal dresses and stuff like that. So that's my main thing this year that I'm working on. Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, so if you're going to be working on that during the summer, right? And then you obviously have your other business. And then obviously you're a mom.
Yes.
And then obviously you're a wife. So when do you have time to create like all this content that we see? Like all this, you know, posts and stories and stuff like that? When is there time for all of that?
I work on it at night. When
Okay.
my kids go to sleep, que ya me encargo de que hayan comido, lavo, like while I'm washing, when they're finally asleep is when I do everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you meet with your model like once a month?
We usually meet every time I have a new inventory, which lately we have been getting más constant inventory. So we meet every week.
Every week?
Every week, yes.
Wow. You
Yeah.
are really dedicated.
Yes.
This is amazing.
It
I mean,
is.
For me, it's like once a month, you know, we create content and
Yeah.
listo.
Y I was actually thinking of subscribing for your content, but I'm
Yeah.
like, ando siempre ocupada with the flooring en la mañana. I'm like, no voy a tener tiempo, because I know it's from what time? 5 till 5 p.m., no?
No, 6 or 7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it the other day when I scheduled for you to do it today.
Yeah.
I was like, I should do it, because I want to start, we're fixing my office right now, me and my husband, and I want to start doing lives.
Yeah.
Porque yo he visto que en la noche it's perfect to do lives, porque es cuando ya está uno acostado en la cama and you're just like on TikTok or stuff like that. Y una amiga mía que vende fajas, Elizabeth, actually, so if you guys are interested in fajas colombianas, she told me that TikTok is very good to go live, like at 7 p.m. for sales, that it's like the best time. So I want to start doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, girl, you tell me, we do your makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready for the life.
10 minutes away, so it's
Super
perfect.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So you do have TikTok as well. You
I
create
have
content
TikTok.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not an expert yet, like other people, like you.
Well, ahí le
you.
echo yo también gana.
Yeah, like I'm not an expert yet, pero ¿sabes quién me enseña? My kids.
Oh.
My kids are like, push this.
I'm
and then
telling
this
you,
is
these
gonna happen.
kids.
I know, and I'm like, how do you know all this? I'm like, ya ni yo. I'm like, ya me siento bien vieja. Yeah.
Entonces ellos te ayudan también.
Yes. Like when we're in the office, que voy a hacer los photo shoots, my my 3 kids are there. My oldest is there watching or like doing his homework, y mi daughter está ahí siempre right next to me, helping me with the lighting and all that stuff. So.
Entonces tu familia, bueno, tus negocios básicamente, o sea, toda tu familia está involved.
Yes.
Sí.
Yes.
Mira, les estás enseñando cosas muy bonitas a tus hijos.
Yes, girl. Yeah, that's the plan, because you know, when they're older, I want them, like, yo no quiero que batallen, pero tampoco quiero que se estén like esperando que uno les dé todo. You know, I want them to learn how to work for their stuff. Like right now, like, see, like, we spoil them, you know, pero ya de más grandes, I want them to start, like, my son, like, you want this? Go work with your dad. Go help him in the floors. Or my daughter, like, ¿quieres esto? Help me in the office, and I'll pay, you know, because, like, también me and my husband talk about it, like, when they get older, son negocios que we want them to keep running. Like, we don't want them to stop ya que we retire. We want them to keep on going, you know? Like, tal vez si la ropa si Dios quiere va a seguir, o si algo no funciona, que siga uno de los dos negocios, you know? So, yeah.
¿Y tu esposo también entonces te ayuda con lo de Jubella, o él se enfoca más en el otro negocio?
Pues he helps me. He's starting to help me more. Antes, like, he wasn't very involved, pero ahorita ya que mira that, like, a lot of people know me or know the brand, like, people will be like, ¿a poco es tu esposa? And I'm like, yeah. And now he's like, wow, like, you know, like, in shock.
Sí.
Pero antes, like, he wouldn't really take it serious, I feel. Pero ahorita ya que mira que estoy más, like, coming out, you know, y que le han dicho gente, like, ¿a poco es tu esposa la dueña de Jubella? They're like, yeah, it's my wife. They're like, wow, like, we never, pues, por como no me enseño, no sabían, you know? Pero we help each other en los dos negocios. Yeah, we help each other. We're ¿cómo me dijeron? Like a, ¿cómo me dijeron hace rato? Like something couple. Power couple. Yes. Yeah. Power couple.
Definitely.
Yeah. We both, we met when I was 16 and I got pregnant at 17. So we've been together for a long time. Like, we've had our ups and downs, but ahí vamos.
Yeah, you guys are still strong that many years.
Like, we learn how to salir adelante. Like, we don't like asking, you know? We've always been que echándole ganas. Like, we have to earn it ourselves, so.
And what do you... I know you said that you had a business a few years back que se llamaba diferente, que también era una tienda. What would you tell yourself if you could go back in time when you first started that business? Is there something that you're like, I wish I could have told myself this, or I wish someone could have told me this advice?
I wish que no me hubiera empujado muy fuerte into having that, like, storefront. Like, I felt like I did things too fast, que no me enfoqué bien, because miré que me estaba yendo bien online, and I was like, pues si me va bien online, me va a ir mejor en a like a storefront. Pero pues apenas tenía como un año, you know, vendiendo de mi casa, and I feel like I did it too soon, que no sabía lo que sé ahorita, you know, like, uno nunca termina de aprender. Claro. Pero it was a lesson learned, you know, like, abrí mi tienda, sí tenía mi clientela, you know, pero también I wish I would have waited till, like, I was done having kids, that my kids were in school, para enfocarme en la mañana in my store y en la tarde on my kids. So that was another thing that, like, I wish I would have thought at that time. Pero pues cuando uno anda emocionado, you know, you do everything fast. So.
Y pues era un sueño que tú también tenías.
Exactly. Yes.
Mira.
Yeah.
Entonces, cuando esa tienda la tenías, o sea, estuvo abierta un año.
Como un año.
¿Un año?
Un año. Yeah, it was atrás del Taquito. Have you been to El Taquito?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you seen the Menards on West Side?
Yep, I have.
Across the street from Menards.
Okay.
Yeah. Estaba atrás del Taquito. Estaba un poquito también escondido. También, that's another thing of the location I chose. Por eso te digo que I'm still thinking, like, if I do open another brick and mortar, I'm thinking of the location, because that's very important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for the new Jubella store that's coming up, now I'm sure you're going to know.
Yes. Yeah.
What to do and what not to do.
Yeah, I'm more focused on, like, the traffic. That's what I want to focus on more.
And as a person, do you feel like you've grown from, like, the first time that you opened a store as well? Is there anything que no se te hizo a ti como persona, pues crecer más, ¿no? En tu negocio, crecer más en tu persona, crecer más, pues obvio, ya eras mamá.
Yes.
¿Hay algo que no sé, quieras darle como un mensaje a tus followers o unas palabras de inspiración, pues, de que te haya, no sé, hecho reflexionar back then o ahora?
Well, yes. Que aunque uno sea mamá y uno esté ocupado siempre, like, uno también tiene que seguir sus sueños. Like, nomás porque tengas kids, eso no te puede parar, you know? Your kids, siempre les tienes que dar de comer. Like, como yo le digo a mi esposo, like, if we're not together un día, like, yo sé cómo manejar mi negocio. And that's something every woman should do, you know? Just because you're a woman doesn't say you have to stay at home and cook and be a stay-at-home mom. Like, si uno quiere, like, sigue tus sueños. That's something important, because uno no puede quedarse esperando en la casa a que se cumplan solos. Like, uno tiene que hacer de su parte, you know?
Sí, exactamente. Sí, ¿sabes? Siento que hay muchas personas allá afuera que como que les falta eso, ¿no?
Sí.
De escuchar ese recordatorio de que aunque uno sea mujer, no significa que tienes que estar en la casa todo el tiempo dándole nomás de comer a los niños, cuidando tu casa hasta que llegue el marido.
Exactly.
Si uno de mujer también tiene sueños, también, o sea, como el hombre tiene derecho, ¿no? De cumplir esos sueños.
Exactly. Y no nomás porque tengan hijos, like, quiere decir que él no te va a ayudar. He has to help too, you know? So.
Sí. Bueno, siempre digo, no tengo hijos de edad, pero siempre digo, o sea, los hijos no se hacen solos.
No, no.
Tuvo que ver una mamá y un papá que los tuvo que hacer.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah.
Sí. Wow, that's really inspiring.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for sharing that.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me here.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything else that you want to tell your followers? Anything else that you want to share?
If you guys are looking for flooring, contact me.
Sí, dinos un poquito.
Contact me. I have a lot of carpets and a lot of affordable flooring, so you guys can find us at inspireplusflooring.com. We install and all types of flooring, so también. And then Jubella, of course, if you guys are looking for any type of dress, or if you want me to find you a special type of dress, I'll always do that too for my customers.
So you definitely cater to your customers. Yes. As well.
Yep, I cater. Like I told you, I have my office, so estoy available anytime. Y a veces tengo customers que me mandan mensaje. They'll be like, oh, like, ¿puedo ir a ver este vestido at 10 at night? Que porque tienen una fiesta the next day. I'm like, of course, that's no trouble for me. My kids are sleeping. I'll leave them with their daddy, me voy, you know? And I always make time for my customers, too, because teniendo una brick and mortar, like, no puedo ir a verme a medianoche with my customers, you know? So, sí, like, that's what my warehouse is for. So, yeah, I love catering to my customers because, obviously, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am.
I agree. If it weren't for them. Yeah. So, big shout out to all of the customers and clients out there.
Yes. And I always, like, send gifts, too, to them. Like, no es así algo fancy, pero es un pedazo de ropa. Porque pienso que va con ellos, that they're gonna like. So, yes, I always cater to my customers. Yeah.
Y ahorita que mencionaste otro negocio, entonces, ¿cuánto tiempo llevas haciendo lo del flooring?
4 years.
4 years?
Yes, 4 years. Close to the same time I opened the store, the Jubella.
Oh my God, girl! Like we need to see this more.
Yeah,
like,
I have it on all my social media.
Okay.
También I share it a lot of my flooring business. But yeah, tengo 4 years también.
Pero imagino que mucha gente también no sabe que Yesenia es la dueña.
Sí. Yeah, no saben. That's why when I go and me dicen los contractors, wait.
Like I'm
like, I'm here for my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's de los dos, más bien. We both work hard. He installs, I do like the office work, all that type of stuff, and show samples and stuff. So it's that one, sí, entre los dos, like we work hard. Yeah.
Mira. Entonces, por seguro, ya este año vamos a mirar un poquito más de Yesenia in both businesses.
Yeah, in both. Sí. Yes, I want to get like ¿cómo se dice? Headshots soon, so I can promote it more.
Sí, claro.
Yeah, and then también I'm doing a lot of pop-up shops too. Okay. So I've been meeting a lot of customers lately. Que they're like, oh, it's like we don't know who's behind it, and I'm like, oh, it's me. Ya me presento, and like they're more confident talking to me when they know who's behind the keyboard or the messages.
Sí.
So like that's another thing that how I'm coming out more, the pop-up shops.
And what pop-up shop are you having like soon, or
the next one will be in South St. Paul with Silvia. Okay. It's gonna be May 13th.
May 13th
for a Mother's Day one.
Oh, awesome. Well, I think this podcast will be out before that. So
I was gonna say May 5th, but it's not gonna be out yet. So.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, it's not gonna be out yet. So,
yeah. No, I think it should be out before May 13th, so we'll be able to promote.
So if anybody wants to go shop, I'll be there. There's gonna be mini pancakes, sweets, all type of stuff. So many more women entrepreneurs. So.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah,
we're rising.
I know, and I like that, how we're starting to network and meet more emprendedoras, and like I'm meeting more emprendedoras in the same industry as me, and I really like que nos llevamos bien.
Sí.
You know, porque hay mucha gente que nomás porque ellos hacen algo piensan que nomás ellos lo pueden hacer, you know? And I'm not like that. I like to be el sol sale para todos.
Claro.
And we don't all bring the same stuff. We all have different tastes. We all have different niches and stuff like that. And I really like cómo estamos ahorita in this generation de emprendedoras, que estamos todas connecting. Like, we promote each other, nos echamos porras a una a la otra.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I feel like we also like identify ourselves with like each other, you know, we kind of like hear their story.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, wow, like I actually been through something like that. Or like, what advice can I get to maybe not go through something similar? You know what I mean? So I think that's really important. Sadly, yes, there are people who think like that, you know. But like you said, el sol sale para todos.
Yep.
Así que siento que tener esa comunicación, ese network o ese relationship con alguien que también tiene el mismo talento que tú, o sea, no pasa nada, ¿me entiendes? Al contrario, o sea, digo yo...
Se puede dar uno hasta consejos. Like,
exactamente.
Yeah, it's like me and Valeria from Emma's Boutique, we clicked. Like, we're... Like, nos llevamos muy bien y yo le digo a gente de ella o ella le dice a gente de mí, you know? And like... She's the first one in my industry con la que me he conocido and I connected with. I know a few more que han tenido, pero they don't have them anymore, so I don't really have that connection with them. But I feel like me and her relate a lot porque we both started from our basements. And ella tiene apenas 6 años y yo apenas cumplí 5 años. So somos like, we got along very good.
Sí.
Yeah.
Sí, es muy bonito eso.
Sí.
Yeah.
See, because I feel like we're similar stories también, because she has 3 kids, I have 3 kids.
Es cierto, mira.
Yeah.
You guys are like connected.
Yeah, and her boutique también is after her kid's name, so like we clicked like right away. Like last week we had an interview with Chuy, with La Patrona together, so yeah, it went good.
Mira, qué bueno.
Yeah.
Qué bueno. Me da gusto que también ustedes pues puedan like sobresalir en muchas otras formas.
Yes.
Porque pues eso ya se está viendo, ¿no?
Sí. Yeah.
Así que pues ahora tienes que mostrar más tu cara.
Oh my God, I know. I'm gonna have you do my makeup more.
Of course. If you guys didn't know, I did her makeup today for this amazing interview.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming, you know, and being part of another episode with us.
No, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I felt like this was a good opportunity to show myself out there, because I told my husband, because he's always on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, el Punto MN. He was like, I seen him on my TikTok. I was like, yeah, that's where I'm going. He's like, I didn't know they were from Minnesota. I was like, yeah. I was like, they watched Patches.
A la que no perdona.
I was like, they watched Patches. He's like, ¿a poco son ellos? I was like, yeah, that's them. And he's like, oh, wow.
Mira, Small World. Pues a lo mejor para la próxima ya también viene tu esposo.
Yeah.
Y aquí hacemos también otro podcast con él.
It would be nice.
Sí.
Yes. Yeah.
Sí, también para que pues la gente no vea pues qué rol tiene, ¿no? El esposo también atrás de los negocios que uno hace.
Yeah.
Sí.
Porque a veces las mujeres somos más outgoing. And they're more shy.
Sí.
Like they're more shy.
Sí, es cierto.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, sí, definitivamente vamos a hacer eso.
For sure. ¿No
bueno. Sí, claro. ¿Alguna otra cosa? ¿Cómo ves?
¿Cuándo va? Bueno, le puedes preguntar ya como para cerrar. ¿Cuándo va a modelar Yesenia una ropa de Jubella?
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to ask
that would
earlier.
be so hard to answer.
Think about it.
When I get my mommy makeover, which I don't know when.
I mean, say it if you want to.
We're having a fashion show with Chuy, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. Is it coming up soon?
He's thinking June,
okay.
Como el 11 por ahí. Well, he's still not sure on the date. Pero we're having, it's going to be me and Valeria, and then he said 2 other stores. I'm not sure cuáles. But yeah, maybe ahí sí.
Okay.
Salgo.
Entonces
yeah.
A lo mejor ahí va a salir Yesenia
Sí,
Salgado.
a lo mejor ahí sí.
Sí.
Yes.
¿Sabes? Siento que eso sería muy bueno para ti y para tu marca.
Yes.
Al menos yo lo veo como del customer perspective. Porque pues así la gente también va a saber de que, oh, like she's using her own, you know, like clothes or dresses or anything that you're planning to wear.
Yes.
So.
Like I do wear some of my clothes.
Sí.
Pero like I wear more the comfy clothes because like I say, I'm a mom and I'm on the move all day. So siempre ando buscando like algo que esté más comfy for me.
Claro.
Pero like yo siempre, like what I bring, I always see the styles on Instagram, what's trending.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go based on that
On the
as well.
trends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pues, I mean, creo que a lo mejor también puedes mostrar eso, ¿no? Como
Yeah.
lo que tú te pudieras sentir like a gusto, comfortable, like wearing because you're a mom and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know I like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll be there shopping. And I want something comfortable for school today.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing. Like in the fall, I bring more oversized sweaters and stuff like that for the fall, because obviously the fall is perfect for that. So
Sí. Well, I'm excited to see you, you know.
Thank you.
Modelar ya sea algo de tu marca.
Yes.
Y pues yo creo que tus seguidores también.
Yeah, for
Sí.
sure.
Entonces muy pronto a lo mejor vamos a ver eso.
Muy pronto.
¿Sí?
Muy pronto. Yo les aviso.
Ahí nos va a dejar un post en Instagram,
Yeah,
¿no?
watch me at this time. Yeah, but for sure I'm going to start doing lives.
Okay.
For sure. That's one thing for sure.
So ya es algo que vamos a estar viendo un poquito más.
More lives. Yes.
Sí.
And reels and stuff like that. So.
Sí. Bueno, pues gracias otra vez
No,
por
gracias
ser
a
parte
ustedes.
de un episodio con nosotros. Igual pues te deseamos lo mejor en todo lo que te estás proponiendo para este año y pues todos tus projects que are soon to be out on social media.
Yes, yes. Muchas gracias. Gracias a ustedes y también I wish you guys the best on your podcast.
Thank
que
you.
Dios se los bendiga.
Gracias.
Yes.
Y a todos ustedes, nuestros seguidores allí, en YouTube, en Instagram, en TikTok, ya saben, síganos, síganme a mí también, a Liz Jordan 25 en Instagram, en TikTok, a Lizbeth Jordan en Facebook, y pues no dejen de dejar su comentario allí, déjenos saber qué tal les gustó nuestro episodio, y también déjenos saber a quién les gustaría ver aquí en el Punto MN. Bye.
Bye.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Desde hace rato lo vengo notando, qué hermosa estás. Y yo quisiera invitarte a una copa, tal vez bailar.